So you are welcome to the Digital Design and Creative Coding Hub. Last few weeks ago, we had our launch, and today is Student Activity Day. So today we are going to have fun. We are going to do a lot of things. You all have your laptops in front of you. We are going to code. You're going to follow what I do on the screen. You code with us. You are also going to see it on your screen. You have the opportunity to, some of you have the opportunity to come on the board and do the coding with me when you get to the digital design. And then we would have the opportunity to also display a few things that we've been able to do. I get in it. So today it's going to be really fun. Unlike the launch where very few people, today almost everyone is going to have the opportunity to do something with me on the board. Is that clear? So my name is Opuni Frimpong, and I'm going to be your host and presenter for today. And I have with me Miss Deborah Ofori-Date, who is also going to be our co-presenter. So once again, you are all welcome. And I'm sure Miss Debbie has something for you to say, and then we just go on to what we have to do today.
Hello. Well, my colleague Tita has said everything, and we hope you have fun with us today. But before we go on, we'd like to invite our director, Mr. David Gowu, to share a few words with us.
Thank you very much, Ms. Debbie. Today, your students can see you. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. Today is our Student Activity Day, the first of its kind here at the Hub. And we are very, very excited to see you all. Some of you have been with us for about a year now, learning online. But today, we are all here to experience other things. We have 3D printers, we have the interactive smart board, we have laptops. Everybody is going to have the opportunity to do something, to create something, and also the opportunity to meet your friends. Some of the people you have been learning with online, this is the opportunity to meet them. This is just a cross-session. You know, we have other students still learning online at the moment. We'll also give them the opportunity in the future to come to the Hub to experience some of the things that we do. So I look forward to an exciting day, and I also want to thank parents for bringing in all of you to the Hub, and we're definitely going to have a lot of interactions. Thank you, and have a very, very enjoyable, fun moment. Thank you.
Okay, so that was that from our executive director, Mr. David Go. So before we started with this, before we go on, once again, welcome to the Digital Design and Creative Hub. And today is Student Activity Day, and we are going to have fun coding and doing a lot of stuff with our computers, as we've always been doing every weekend at home and on our laptops. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Are you guys really ready?
I'm not seeing the
Okay.
excitement here.
Are you really sure you are ready? Okay, so I'm going to actually play a game for you guys to see, okay? And then after that, we are going to try to design that same game ourselves. Are you getting it? So we all have our laptops in front of us. The game we are going to do, I'll play it here. We are all going to see it. Afterwards, we all do it ourselves. Is that clear? All right? Okay. So this is a very simple game, which after this one, we are going to try to design a similar one. I get it. I believe we all have our codes open, right? Okay. So this is a simple game. I gave it the name Framesy Ducky Race. So it has a few codes here. When you win, you have your congrats. So you are supposed to get above 100 to be able to win. I getting it. I'm sure we all understand the code over here. We've been doing that in Scratch and App Inventor, so I'm sure you are familiar with. We are now saying that if the score amount is greater than or equal to 100, the background should light randomly with a random color, and then it should say, congrats, you win. I getting it? So we are going to try to play it. I'm going to try to play it and see if I can get 100. If I'm not able to get it, I'm going to call one of you to come and also try it. If you're able to get the 100, you just go. So we'll get there. I'm starting with it. I know I won't get it, but then I'm sure some of you may get it. Is that clear? So let's go here. So all I have to do is to be touching the screen. I get it. And when I touch the screen, the duck would just change directions and move to collect the points. Now we have items on it that the duck is supposed to pick up. We have the heart, we have the coin, and we have the diamond. I get it. So when I go to start like this, it starts like this. So Frimsy Ducky Race comes level 1. So I have 5 points now. 10. Whoa, I only got 19. That's game over. So I'm going to try one last time, and I'll call someone else to come do it, okay? So let's... Oh, okay. So... Okay, Kofi? Yeah. So Kofi, you can come. So don't worry, okay? Everyone stand. Everyone is going to come to the board today before we go out of here. So just like I've called Kofi this time, I'm not going to call him again. You know that. So don't worry. Everyone is going to come to the board. Everyone here. I'm going to promise you on that. So you can click on the restart. So let's see what score Kofi can also get. Oh, so Kofi only had 3. The lady with the pink band. Yeah. So we are all going to have opportunity to come to the board. Okay, don't worry. Don't worry at all. So click on the restart. Oh, try again. I'm going to give you the opportunity. It looks like you are not ready, right? Right? So you give it. You try again. Try again. So you can click on the restart. Okay. So what's your name?
Lauren.
Okay. So Lorraine had 15. So I'm going to call one last
I like
person.
to call someone.
Okay, so Miss Debbie is going to call someone, and then.
Okay. Should I do mini more? Okay, appeal.
Okay, so our PLA is coming to finalize this for us, and then we go onto our computers and we start with our codes. Is that clear? So we are going to design it ourselves, and we can be playing it every now and then. I get what I mean. All right. So our PLA. Okay, let me restart for you. It looks like. Okay. Hold on. Just tap it. No, tap it. Just tap it once. Yeah. Okay, that's good. So our PLA also has 6. That's good. So it's okay. It's okay. So we are going to pause here. And we are going to go to our computers and then go to code it, and then we start everything. So I'm sure we are all seeing this interface on our screens, right? Right? Okay. So I want you to scroll down and come to this area. Create your own dark race. Let's scroll down. All right, so when you go there, let's click on create your own dark race. Create your own dark race. to make it easier, let me go back again. So you can click on the home. When you click on the home, it sort of resets everything. Are you getting what I mean? When you click on the home, it sort of resets everything. Then you scroll down. So when you scroll down, you are going to see this green, with this one with the green one. So create your own dark race. Is that clear? Create your own dark race. So when we click on create your own dark race, we have our interface. Okay, so this is the kind of game we are going to create, okay? We are going to create a game where we'll be able to move the duck, and then the duck will be collecting points. Now, if the duck takes a number of steps, we end the game. And upon the game ending, we will have to check whether we've gotten a certain amount of score or not. If you've gotten that number of score, it means you win. If you haven't gotten that number of score, it means you lose. I hope that is clear. Just like how we've been doing the games in our Scratch and App Inventor. Are we good on that? Hello, are we good on that? Very good. Are we all on this interface now? Are we all seeing this? Are we all seeing this? Okay. I hope you can all see from the board. Very good. Emmanuel, can you see from the board? Can you see? Are you sure? All right. Can we go on? How many of you have yours loaded already? I mean, has finished loading? Okay, hands down. How many of you don't have your, oh, yours is still loading? All right. So let's just wait a few minutes and then let's all get set and we can zoom into action. Okay. So we are going on now. How many still have yours loading? Like, it's still loading. I'm not talking of those who have already loaded it. How many of you don't see this interface on yours? Okay, so we can go on. So currently you see, who remembers in Scratch, we used to call these things the blocks that has a heart on it. Which blocks were that? Who remembers? Yes, Fafa. Very good. Event blocks. Event blocks. So the event blocks are mostly used to start the script or to trigger, to start one of the codes, or when you put a code in that one or under that one, it does something new, right? Okay, so over here we have the on start event block. We have the on key down a event block. So this one in Scratch is similar to when space key, you remember there was a block when space key pressed, when the up arrow key pressed, when, you remember that one, right? So on this one, so we have the on mouse click. Who remembers that one in Scratch? When the sprite is clicked, right? You remember that? Okay, so over here, we are saying that on the key A pressed or on the mouse click, the duck is going to change direction. I getting it? The duck is going to change direction. So we can use pressing A or clicking on the mouse. Is that clear? Clicking on the mouse indirectly also means for here, I would have to just tap it like that. Is that clear? All right, so now we have also on item pickup, we are going to come there. But for now, what we are going to do is on start, we need to, you remember duck, when we played the game, the duck was actually moving on something. We call it the track. I getting it? So we have our track created, and then we have some blocks in there which says repeat until game over, and then we are moving forward. So what are we doing? We are moving forward until it's game over. It's game over when you miss your step or when you fall into a hole. That is when it's game over. Do you get it? So until then, you realize that the duck is going to be moving forward continuously. Are you getting it? So when I start something like this, you see over here that the duck is moving. And then when it goes out, it's game over. It stops. Are we good? Okay. So now what we are going to do now is we are going to add items that the duck can pick up. Are you getting what I mean? We are going to add items that the duck can pick up. So just as I'm doing, I expect you to be doing it on your screens as well, just like how we've been doing in class. Are you getting me? So over here, we can go to controls 1. So when we go to controls 1, we have add item over here. Are you getting it? So we have add item Quen. So after we've created our duck, after we've created our track, we can add an item on it. Now, mostly we know that coins are either silver or gold or bronze color. So for me, I want to use a gold color. Yeah, maybe this. So I add the item coin and then I give it the color. Are you getting what I mean? Now, I want to add another one. Who can help me do that? I want to add, let's say, a diamond. Who can help me do that? Now, you realize that over here, I can choose whichever one I want to add and give it a color. So who can come to the board and help me with that? Who hasn't come yet? Ryan. Yeah, Ryan Agbenyin. Because there are two Ryans, you are confused which one I'm calling it. So Ryan is going to help us pick up or add an item on track. So you know where to go. We go to controls, controls 1, then very good, very good, very good, very good. So that's very good. So Ryan decided to pick up or add an item, and a diamond item, and then give it a gray or ash color. Yeah. So now we have two items on our track. We have the diamond and we have the coin. Are we good? We have the diamond and the coin on our track. So now when I restart this, you realize that I'm able to move the duck, and very soon I'll see. You see the diamonds over here? Do you see the coin? Do you see the diamonds and the coin over there? Because we've added the diamonds and the coin over there, we are seeing the diamonds and the coin. Are you getting it? We are seeing the diamonds and the coin. Now, what we are going to do, have we all been able to do this? Have we all been able to do this?
Hello. Have you all gotten to this stage? How many of you are still have your browser still loading? Wow. And how many of you are here with us? Okay.
So, just as we were doing, we now have our diamond and the queen, right? We all have our diamond and queen, right? Okay. So now we are going to. What we are going to do is, anytime we pick up an item, a point is going to be given to us. Are you getting what I mean? Anytime we pick up an item, a point is going to be given to us. Is that clear? So on item pickup, are you getting it? We are going to say that we want to show the text. So we show text and then we go to game data and we show score amount. Are you getting it? But before then also, we need to go here and then we add points. Are you getting it? So we add 1 point and then we show the text on it. Are you getting what I mean? Please, are we good? Hello? 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 Are we okay? Okay. So now when we click on the stats, you realize whenever we pick an item, a score is going to show. Oh. Who has seen the points show upon collecting an item? Okay. So you see the one showing over there, 2. We have 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So what the last thing we are going to do is that when we get a particular score, it's going to say we've won. Do you get what I mean? It's going to say we've won, and if we don't get a particular score, it's going to say we've lost. Are you getting what I mean? As simple as that. So it's that simple game we are coming to do. Are we good? Come again. So when you go to the graphics and sound, you should see show text over there. And when you go to game data, you will see the score amount. Are we good? Please, we all have this. How many of you have been able to do this? How many have been able to do this? Okay. So the last thing we are going to add up to it is when you get a score, it's game over or you win. Are you getting what I mean? When you're able to get a score, it's you win. Are you getting it? So in collecting these, when you get a score, it should display you win and then the game ends. Are you getting what I mean? Please, are we good on that? So in Scratch, you remember when you wanted to compare things or you wanted to set things, we were using a particular control block. So if in Scratch I wanted to say, if I've gotten a score of 20, the backdrop should switch to congratulations backdrop. What would I have used? What would I have used? What would I have used?
Did you hear the question?
Okay, so the question is, now we want to bring, I don't want to give you a clue on
Let
that.
me come
We want
in
to
on
bring
that.
something. Okay.
Okay, so I'm giving an example here. I usually use this in my classes. So let's say you're at home, and then you go and tell your mom, "Mommy, I want to go and watch a cartoon on the telly." And mommy tells you that, okay, on one condition, you have to do something first. So go and do this, and then I'll let you go and watch the cartoon. Who knows the block that can help us do that?
Okay, so Gwen, very good. The if then block. I getting it. Now, in Scratch, the if then block is on the controls blocks, but then over here we need to go to logic, and then we have if something is so, then we do we do. Do you get what I mean? If it is so, we do. I getting what I mean? A very simple one is we can bring this if here. So we are going to say, in the process of it collecting the points, if our points get to 10, then we win. Are you getting what I mean? Are we good? As simple as that. So over here, we are going to go to the math. We bring one of this. Then we go to the same logic. We bring the equal to. Are you getting it? So we bring our equal to in here. We change this one to, let's go to game data. We bring the score amount. So we are going to say, bear in mind, we are adding 1 point and we were showing the score amount, right? So here we are going to say, if our score amount is equal to 10, then we will show a text which is going to say, congrats, you've won. Are you getting it? Please, are we getting that? So over here, I'm going to type in 10. Oh, okay. Oh. are not coming. You're not giving me the opportunity to type your numbers. The keyboard is not staying enough for me to.
So how many of you are already enjoying your game? Have you tried out what you've done so far? Who has tried out what they've done? Okay, can you tell me what you've done so far? Who wants to speak? When you click on the restart, what happens? Your name, you mention your name and you tell me what happened. Sorry.
My name is Yala Kukwadu. If you press the restart button, you'll be able to start the game over again. Then if you press the A or click the mouse, you'll be able to turn left and right. And if you charge any obstacle, you're out. If you fall down in a hole, you're out too. If you also charge an item, you get a point. So if I collect a diamond or gold, I'll be able to get 1 or 2 points.
Shall we clap for him? He has done very well. Okay, who else? Any other thing that he may have left out? Yes. Your name and then you tell us.
Angelos.
So what do you see when you click on the restart?
When you click on the restart, you go back to what you were doing.
Okay, thank you, Angelos. Can we clap for him? Okay, so we can continue from here.
Okay. So at this point, when you go to controls 2, you have end game there. So over here, we are going to say that if your score amount is equal to 10, it should show text, and inside here, you should type, "You've won, congrats, you've won." Do you get what I mean? So on your screen, this part has to be 10, and show text over here has to be, "Congrats, you've won." So after that, the game ends. Are you getting what I mean? So there are two ways in which the game can end. The game is going to end when you fall into a ditch or when you get an amount of 10. Are you getting what I mean? If you fall into a ditch, it's just game over. But when you are able to get up to 10, it's going to show that text that says, "Congrats, you've won." Are you getting me? Please, are we good? Are we good on that? How many of you have been able to do that? How many of you have been able to do that? Okay, so you haven't added the end game. Go to controls 2. When you go to controls 2 and you can see the end game, click on the plus on your left-hand side there. Who else has finished? No, you haven't. Okay, so we are typing in there, congrats, you've won. Not just the O. And it's supposed the score amount has to be 10. So please take note. Here has to be 10. Here has to be 10. Here you are writing, congrats, you've won. Congrats, you've won. You have won. Are we okay with that? Yeah, so here, you type congrats, you've won. No, inside where the O is, you type congrats, you've won.
Okay, so Nate, can you come and show us what he asked us to do?
Type the congrats, right? So where would you check if you've gotten up to 10? You know, we brought that condition because we wanted to see if you've gotten 10, then it should show the text congrats, right? So where would you change the value to 10? Very good. So that's the place you change the value to 10. That's very good. That's very good. Okay, that's fine. As long as you know that's the place you change, and this is the place where we change the congrats. We will change to congrats. So we will show the text congrats, and then after that, we end the game. All right? That's fine. You can sit down. That's very good. Okay, so that'll be all for the coded. We are going to go on briefly to the digital design. Now, the amazing thing we are going to do with the digital design is we are going to have the opportunity to design something right here, and we are going to print it right now for you to see how it comes out. Is that clear? Are we good? Are we good? So with that one, everyone is actually going to come on the board with me and do something. Are you getting it? So with this one, everyone is going to come here with me. So I'll call you guys one by one. One by one. one by one. So just stay glued to your seat, and your turn will, it will be your turn soon. Is that clear? All right.
Okay, so a moment before then, kindly save your work. I hope you know how to save it. Okay.
You can do that.
Hello. Have you all closed the what
now-
we're doing, the coding?
Now, attention, all attention on the board. We are done with the coded, and we are going to do the digital design. Is that clear? All attention on the board. If you lose track on what we are doing on the board, you won't be able to do anything on the laptop. Are you getting what I mean? So please, attention on the screen while we all do the digital design here. We are going to call you one by one. If it's your turn, you come, you drag something, or you draw something on it for us to see. Are you getting it? So we are on the Tinkertoys. We are going to design something, and then these 3D printers are going to print it out for us. Is that clear? I hope we are good. Okay, so Miss Debbie is going to lead us on that.
Okay. Have you all opened this one? So open a new tab. Do you know how to do that? Do you see the code that you were doing? On the top part, you see a plus sign. Yes, just click on the plus. Click on the plus beside it on top there. This plus. Okay. How many of you have clicked on the plus? This plus. How many of you have clicked on the plus? Okay. So do you all see this? Do you all see this? Okay, so I'll say it and you type, okay? Type in HTTPS. Okay, you clean that.
Okay, so guys, we want to go for a snack break. We just want to get some small chops. Are you getting it? We just go for that. 5 minutes will be done. We come back and we will start with the digital design. Is that clear? I'm sure we all want something to clear our mouths and our throats. Right? Me right now, I feel like drinking some chilled something, you know, right? Who doesn't like food?
Maybe
For
they're
me, I
not
like
hungry.
food.
I'll eat it for them.
Me, I like food. Who doesn't like food? I heard Emmanuel saying he doesn't like food, right? Emmanuel. All right, so let's give you a round of applause for this. And we just go for our snacks. And when we are back, we'll zoom into the Tinkertoys and do our digital design. Is that clear? All right. So wherever you are, just leave the laptops as it is. Just come out of your seat. Let's come outside and just go have our snacks. All right. Please don't rush. Please don't rush. There is enough for everyone. There is enough for everyone. Slowly. Slowly. Don't touch anything. Jason. Don't be tempted. Just go.
Hi, my name is Lena and I'm the Educational Assistant at Tinkertoys. In this video, I would like to introduce you to Tinkertoys as a partner of the Digital Design and Creative Coding Hub in Ghana. Together with Coded and the Institute of ICT Professionals Ghana, we are setting up a Digital Design and Creative Coding Hub in Ghana's capital, Accra. The hub is meant to be a showroom for tools and concepts for digital learning and creative work. It is founded by the German Federal Foreign Office and the Creative Resources Program. Tinkertoys is a startup company from Germany that teaches children and young people how to construct in 3D. With the help of our 3D construction program, children as young as elementary school age can learn how to construct in 3D. On our premises, as well as at events and fairs in Germany, we organize creative workshops together with children and school classes. Our 3D construction program is an object-based design program which allows children and young people to operate with a wide variety of geometric bodies and prefabricated objects. With plug-in connections, fantasy figures and models can be created. Due to its ease of use, The program does not require much preparation to implement it in the classroom. After a short introduction, the children can achieve their first results. The software can be used for theme-specific projects like Minecraft and Marvel, as well as for curriculum-related content. Kids can build freely or use building instructions. The program contains various functions with which content from the curriculum can be creatively implemented, like geometry in three-dimensional space, geometric figures, sizes and measurements, symmetry and mirroring, subtract shapes from each other, and much more. By using the 3D construction program in the classroom, a wide range of learning objectives from the curriculum in various subjects can be achieved. Because we base our program on an analysis of educational content and competences, we are convinced that the 3D construction program can support both the creative and the mathematical informatics learning process. Not only do children gain competences in creativity, independence, and critical thinking, but also learn about 3D technology and printing. By combining learning and creating, projects become playful while still fulfilling curriculum requirements. And the best part? The children can print out and marvel at their constructions on site. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope I could give you an exciting insight into our work, and will see you at one of the workshops in the Coding Hub in Ghana.
The Coding Project, with a move towards digitization worldwide, more people, including those living in developing countries, are participating in the digital economy. The digital economy is going to be even bigger with the commercialization of digital technologies such as artificial intelligence, data science, blockchain, cloud computing, Internet of Things, machine learning, and mobile applications. This presents opportunities for transforming our economy, which will make us competitive in West Africa and allow young people to find decent jobs or start their own businesses. Our unique coding method has been introduced in the Alpha Beta School, Dansuma.
I think it's a great initiative, especially for our part of the world where, there's still a lot that can be done in that area.
I'm always told that technology is the future, so I wanted to get a grasp on coding and some technical skills.
It's a skill we need now, because if you look at people who are making the most money now, they're people who are techpreneurs. And so it's something that we've really been pushing. And we've come a long way from the beginning stages where we were really struggling to try and convince people that it was something that they needed to do, to now where children are genuinely interested. Obviously, we still have a long way to go, but I think that we're going in the right direction.
I've started developing a fashion website, and I really like how my work is going, so I want to continue to develop it, make it come big.
We still have a lot of people who see coding as a very geeky thing that only certain, nerdy children get involved with. But actually, that isn't the case. So if children get an opportunity to be immersed in it, so things like Coding Week, where children get the opportunity to code for a fixed period of time, so that at least those who do it for those few days and enjoy it, or even an hour. I think there's another project called An Hour of Code, where children just get to try it. I think children just have to have the opportunity to try it so that they can see whether they like it or they don't like it without making the assumption that they won't like it.
Coding program format, I was thinking it was something hard, but it is easy with IPG to learn with them.
It would be great to see some of our young people really developing solutions for African problems using technology.
So far, I've been able to code a website which provides foreigners and we Ghanaians who don't know our history of our tourist attractions.
I want to develop a website for farmers at my area in the Otirigi so that their crops they are producing, people will know much about their crops and be able to buy it.
An app that I would like to create would be a traffic app. So when there's traffic on a certain road, you can use that app to check where the traffic is, and then the app can show you another route to find your location where there's no traffic.
Africa is lagging behind in terms of technological advancements, and we want to bring this software called technology that will enable people to be able to catch up with the rest of the world.
I think it's something that every parent should proactively get their child to get involved in, because you never know, where that skill will take them in the future. It's definitely a 21st century skill, and it's definitely a skill that many, many countries in the world require at the moment. So if they learn it wherever they find themselves in the world, they won't be jobless. So I think something that I definitely recommend that every parent get their child to try their hands on.
Hello. Hello.
Hi. It's time. You all have to sit down again. We're going to do one more hour, and then we are done. It's time.
So
It's time to sit down again. No running. Just walk gently back to your seats. Right? No running, just walk back to your seats. This time around, we will not be using the laptop much. We'll be using the smart board. You will not do a lot on your laptop. We'll be using the smart board. So don't worry if the laptop is not on or it's not working, or the internet is not working. You are going to use the smart board. And we are going to design things. You can see things are being printed here. You can see them, right? Yes. We are going to print things. We're going to design things and print. Yes, 3D printer. If you answer questions correctly, you will get this. You take home, or this, or this. So you have to pay attention. Oh, sir, is that not it? Madam Debbie, is that not it?
yes, please.
So we have a lot of things. All of them here. And then we still have some printing. We still have things printing. So pay attention. Everybody should sit down. We are going to do another 1 hour. And then our 3D printers are going to be working, and we're going to be printing things. So, right, madam, ladies, are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Gentlemen, are you ready?
Hey, the ladies, I didn't hear your voice.
Ladies, are you ready? Oh,
Hey.
ladies, are you ready? Very
Shout, let us outdo the gentlemen.
good. Right. So we're going to start now. We have Madam Debbie, we have Madam Barbara. Today you are supposed to see some of your teachers, yeah? Madam Blessing, come. Your students, some of them don't know you, so come. Yeah, this is Madam Blessing. Say something.
Okay, hello, children. I hope you are enjoying the class. Okay, so stay and watch what they are coming to show you. Enjoy it, okay?
Then we also have Madam Barbara. Barbara, do you have your students here? Anybody in Barbara's class here? Nobody?
Hello. Please
my name is Barbara Siama, and I'm glad you are here. Okay, you're going to have fun today. Okay, so okay, so who has ever heard of 3D printing? Wow. Okay, so hello. Kindly mention your name and tell us what you know about 3D printing.
My name is Ryan Pudo. I know 3D printing is basically using something, a machine, to create 3D objects.
Thank you, Ryan. Any other ideas? Your name?
My name is Marilyn Fafali, and I think the 3D printing is when you use machines and you use plastic to make it into 3D.
Wow, you are all very intelligent. Thank you. And the last one, your name?
Raj Devi. Please, I understand 3D printing as a way to make something feasible that you can hold. Please, please use 3D printers to make them.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all. I'm even... Okay. So, as our three friends said, 3D printing is using printers, special printers, and then you design whatever you want on the software and be able to print them out for you to see. Unlike our normal printers where you are able to print only on paper or maybe on t-shirts or something, this one you print it out physically for you to be able to see. So I'm sure everybody came up forward here to see all these things that we printed. So when you see things like this, when you look at it closely, you see small lines that form the object, and you know that they were printed using 3D printers. So that's something we are going to do today. We are all going to involve ourselves here, and I'm sure by the time we finish, you'll have an idea about it. Okay. So what we are going to start with is something very simple. We'll print out our logo, the IIPGH. And who said A? Or do you have an idea of what you want to print out? Yes. What idea do you have?
It's not an idea. It's a Tinkertoys.
You wouldn't be able to open it on your laptop, okay, because you don't have account. So we are all looking on the screen and doing it. So we will call you to come and do certain things. Yes.
I think I'll print a bunny.
A what?
A bunny.
A bunny. Okay. Yes.
I think I'll do a robot.
A robot. Wow. Yes. Last one.
An air conditioner.
These are great ideas. Okay, last one. Apioko.
A watermelon.
A watermelon. And after that, we all cut it and eat, right?
A car.
Car. And last one.
And a ball.
Wow. We are going to do all of this here. Do you believe we can do all this here today? Well, one disadvantage of the 3D printer now is it's very slow. So we wouldn't be able to do all this here today. But after we have learned how the 3D printer works, you'll be able to do it yourself, and then you bring your designs here and print them out. How do you see that? Is that a good idea? Okay, so today we will all do one thing. That's the IIPGH. And then, yes.
Miss, are Lego toys made from 3D printers?
Okay, did you all hear the question? Did you hear the question? So can you repeat?
Are Lego toys made from 3D printers?
Are Lego toys made from 3D printers? Who can guess an answer? Yes, your name.
Aram. Lego can be printed from a 3D printer.
Okay, yes.
Lauren, no, a Lego can be created by a 3D printer because when things are created from a 3D printer, you can see lines are made out of it, but Legos don't have lines between it.
Great answers so far. Yes, last one.
Lego cannot be made from a 3D printer because Lego, how they make their own is very different from how the 3D printer makes its own.
Great, that's great. So, the Legos I have seen so far are not made using 3D printers because, as our one lady said, when you see a 3D printed object, you see tiny lines, and the lines come together to form the object.
Hello. I am intentionally putting your laptops on airplane mode because we are supposed to all focus here and let attention be given here so we can all do the 3D designs here. If you keep reconnecting, we won't be able to connect here to be able to have a successful one right now, except you don't want us to do it. Is that clear? So please, let's be obedient enough. When I disconnect, don't go back and connect again. Is that clear? Can we all do that for me? Can we all do that for me? Can I take that as a promise? Very good.
Okay, so the answer is Legos can be made from 3D printers. Maybe one of you design a Lego for us here. So, yes.
A machine, some toys made from 3D printers.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, answer right there. So the thing that you saw forward there, they are toys, right? There's one frog wearing a hat. There's one small tiny sofa. There are toys that we can play with. So you can make toys out of 3D printers with 3D printers. Okay. Yes.
Please, the toys made from 3D printers, can there be designs on it?
Are many toys made out of 3D printers?
Yes. Thank you for your question. So you can make designs on them. I don't know if there's one here I can show to you. Okay. These are all plain, but you can make designs on them. I'm sure you'll learn how to do that today. And you can make different toys from 3D printers. You just have to think about it. Your imagination is the limit, yes. So whatever you think about, we design it. Okay. So I think our platform is loaded now. We can start, right? Madam Baba. Okay. So I'll take you through the first part, and then Madam Baba will take you through the second part. So I'll be calling you, so make sure you are paying attention here. Now, what you want to do is to print out letters. the alphabet IIPGH, which is the for the logo, yes. Okay. So before we do that, now I'm sure most of you have done App Inventor, right? Okay, and even Scratch. Now, before you design anything on it, what is the first thing you need? Yes. 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 A designer view, yes. Nice answer.
A canvas.
Good, a canvas. We need a canvas. And can you explain what a canvas is? Yeah.
The canvas is the interface that you draw on.
Okay, good. Very good. The interface you draw on. Any other answers? Okay.
It is also the working area of an artist or someone who is coding.
Very good. Very good. Clap for yourselves. So we'll be using a canvas here. I'll call one of you to come and drag a canvas. We'll be using a circular canvas for this particular project. So let me show you where you get it. I'll demonstrate to you with one, and then I'll call one of you to come and do it. So you see all these icons that we have here? Yes, so they are all for different purposes. What we need here, we come here, and then you see different shapes. You can come down and get different shapes. You can go up to and get them. But as I said, for this one, we are using a circle. Let me demonstrate with a square here. So you just click, and then you drag, and then you have your item on your canvas. Okay, so I'd like to call one person to come and drag. Wow. I think at this stage you'll do really by more. Yes. Okay. Good. Clap for him. I'd like 2 more people to come and demonstrate the dragging and dropping. Okay. We want one lady. Since one guy has come. Yes, lady with the pink hairband. Yes, we'll call everyone. Who hasn't been called yet since we started today? Okay, great. Clap for her. Okay, so we will delete the square and then this shape so that we are left with only the circle, which we are going to use. Okay, so the circle is our canvas now. Now, looking at this shape, can you say it's flat? Okay, so first we have to make our canvas flat, right? Have you ever seen a canvas that isn't flat? Maybe there is, but for this purpose, we will use a flat canvas. And I'm going to show you how to do it. And then I'll call you to come and try it out. So you see these 4 arrows that we have here. So we drag. Why? Okay, so we just use the arrows to drag them the direction that the arrows are going. So for example, if I want to drag sideways, I just use this. If I want to drag down, I just use this or this. Do you all see that? Okay, so I think we should delete this one, bring another one, and then we'll call 4 people to come and demonstrate how we widen them until we get a very flat surface. Yes. Okay, so 5. One person would drag the object and 4 more people would widen them. If you've been here before, please put down your hand because you'll not be called. Where is Apioko?
You. Hello.
Okay, you, come.
Yes.
So you drag the object, you are using the cylindrical shape. The cylinder. Good. Thank you. Okay, so thank you. You can have your seat. Okay, I can see a lot of hands raised. They've been here before and they are still raising their. Yum, can you come in? Yes. So we want to bring it down or go sideways. So can you show us how you do it? Using the arrows. Can you have a look as she's demonstrating? Okay. Great. Clap for her. Now the aim is to do it until we get a very flat surface. It's still not flat, right? Let me try. It's not flat. Now you see what we are doing here. If you want to be able to see if it's flat or not, you just turn the main platform and we can see that it's still in a cylindrical shape. So it's still not flat. Come.
Yes, you come. Yes, you with the pink nose mask.
Yeah, that's Lillian. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Clap for Lillian. Okay, so we pause here. When we get to the letters, then I start calling you people. So, as we said, we want a very flat surface here. So we drag this down. You see that? We want to get a flat surface. So that whole area from up to down shouldn't be seen. Good. How do you see this? Is it flat enough? Who is saying no? It has to be flat, but it has to be something that we can see. We are not looking at flat that you can't see it at all. So I think this is okay. Okay, now it comes to dragging our letters. We are forming the should I say acronym? IIPGH. And let me show you where you get them. Or can someone guess where we get the letters from? What has it been called? Yes. You. Come. So after you, the gentleman at the back there. Yes. And then I'll call 3 ladies. Yes. Today the gentleman have been here too. Yes. So the first I. Yes, you just drag and drop. Do it, yes. Drag. Okay, good. Very good. Thank you. Yes. The second person. And now a lady. Haven't you been to the board already? Okay, come. The second I. Great. Thank you. Yes, I told you to come. Yes, you. And then P. Okay. And then you come, okay. You do the H. You do the G. P. Great. And then the G. Thank you. Have a seat. And then you do the H. Thank you. Have a seat. Thank you. Yes, and our last letter, H. Bye. Thank you. Clap for yourselves. Okay. So at this point, you see that the letters are like, are this how we want the letters to be? We have to arrange them. So Auntie Baba will do that for us. So you make sure that they are all arranged in order so that we can put them on our canvas. Before we even do that, in Scratch, there was one thing that we did when we were designing backdrops. Do you remember? You've all done Scratch, right? You've all designed backdrops in Scratch. So when you design a backdrop and you have different letters, before you even you go back to your project and start working on them, what is one thing that you are supposed to do to prevent, maybe you want to drag the whole thing, IIPGH as a whole, to prevent one letter from moving from the group? How do you do it? Okay. Okay, the first thing is to select it, and the second thing is to do what? Pardon? Group, yes, you group them. We group them so that when we are dragging the 5 letters, we don't accidentally drag one away from the group. So after arranging them, we group them, and then we drag them to our canvas. Okay. And here your design skills come into play. So you make sure that they are all in order, because the way you arrange them is how they're printed out. So if it's a crooked IIPGH, you print out a crooked one. Okay, so they are arranged now. And then to the grouping. Are you all seeing what we are doing? What did we just do? What did she just click on? The hand, yes. The one in white, yes. So you click on it and it will be highlighted as white. That means it's been selected. And then, did you see that? Did you see that? So it's the same idea of what we did in Scratch and App Inventor. You drag over it to select it. So as someone said, you select it and then you group. And please look at the icon for grouping. Which icon was that? It means not everyone saw it. Can you bring that out again? Okay. So it's grouping 90, 100. So it's grouped now. Let's try dragging it and see if we can drag out one letter. Okay, So did you just see that? Now when we clicked on the P, it wasn't just the P that was selected with the 4 arrows, but all the letters. So it's grouped now, but we will quickly show you the icon for grouping. I think because it's grouped, you...
Okay, so this icon you see here is to ungroup it. That means to change it back to how it was at first. It's because it's grouped. That's why you're seeing this icon. But when I click on this icon right now, you realize that it has gone back to how it was. Yes, so now when I select H, it's just H. Can you see that? Good. So we are going to group it again. Okay, so we're going to group it again, okay? I want someone to help me out. Okay, you. Please come. Yes, so please help us group it. Wait. Come. You first select this one. Okay, so just click on it. Good. And just drag over it to the end of it. Perfect. Yes. So now, yes, please clap for him. Thank you very much. Okay, you can sit down. Okay. So you realize that the other icon that we saw wasn't like this, right? This is different. So this shows that it is not grouped, and now we want to group it. Okay. So you select the icon, and it groups it for you. The icon will change to the original one that we saw at first. Okay. Please, I hope you understand. Okay, perfect.
So what's the difference between what you see now and what was there at first, the first time before we grouped it? What is the difference? Yes.
The color.
Good. The color. What was it about the color that is different?
The color becomes white.
Good. So when you group it, the color becomes white, meaning all become the same color. That's the thing. All become the same color, showing that they've been grouped. Okay. Okay, we shall go on now.
Okay. So as you can see now, it's grouped. So whichever letter that I choose to touch is going to select everything for me. So I want to choose H. Okay, so you realize that everything is selected. You get it? You see now it's together. At first, when I choose H, it will just be H that will be selected. Okay, and the others will be there with different colors. Okay, so now we are going to drag the name onto the plate that we have here right now. We're going to do that. Okay, but before we do that, you realize that it's too small. Okay, it's too small, and you have this very huge circle here. So I'm going to increase the size. Yes, I'm going to increase the size. Perfect. Okay, so can someone help me do that? Please, who hasn't been here? Okay, who hasn't been here? Please come. He has been here. Yes, it's true. I haven't seen you here. I haven't seen you here. Please come. Okay, so help us, okay? Okay, that's perfect. Good, good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes. Okay, so the next thing we're doing is we have to have our name on the plate, okay? On this circle that we have here. The name is here and the circle is here. That's not what we want. Okay, we want to drag it from here to this side. Okay, so you first have to increase it. Okay, you see how flat it is? If you don't increase the height of it, you won't see it on the plate. Okay, so you have to increase the height of it so that you see it. So I'm going to use the green arrow to extend the height. Okay, so just look at what I do. Can you see now? Can you see now? Good. Yes, it's too long. It's too long. We're going to adjust it, okay? But we will have to adjust it when it's on the plate so that we will know how to adjust it. Okay? This way, when you drag it, you will see it. It's very clear now. Now we can all see that it's very tall. It's too tall for us. Yes. Good. Hello. That is very good. Okay. So I want someone to help us drag the name onto our circle. Cut. I want to cut. I want to call someone to come and do it for me.
Hello. Yes, please come and do it for us. And I think there is one outside.
That's perfect. Please clap for him, okay? He has done really well. Please clap for him. Okay. So as you can see, it's not in the middle, right? And we are not magicians to see the middle right now. So we are going to use something that will help us here. We are going to use a magnet, okay, to help us and position it in the middle. Okay. So this is it. This is what you're going to use. Okay. You see this icon here? It looks like a magnet. Can you see it? So you're going to select it. Okay. You're going to select this particular. Sorry, I'm coming. Okay. So after we choose the magnet, you realize that it changes how it moves. Okay, it changes even with the plate. Okay, so we are just going to attach this to this. Now it has become, shall I say, sticky? Yes, it has become magnetic. So when you move it, it's going to move with the plate. As you can see, it's moving with it. Okay, but there's a way of doing it to get the middle. Okay, so just drag it on it. Okay, so just make sure you drag it. Sorry, let me bring it here. Good. So just make sure you just drag it on it somewhere. Yes, so you see those black circles that you see right now here. I don't know if you can see it. Those black circles there. So those black circles, they are just showing me that I've gotten to the middle. Okay, I'm now at the middle. So using the magnet can help you position your letters in the middle. Okay. Can you see it now? Good. So that shows that it's in the middle. So I'll just leave it there. Can you see that it's now in the middle? Yes, it's perfect. It's now in the middle. Right? Good. So like we said, it's too long. Yes, it's too long. So who is going to help us reduce it?
There's one person outside who has not been here. Who has not been to the board?
Okay, so I want someone to help me.
Apiako. Yes.
I want someone to help me do that, and the person should come for this. this cone.
Yes, I feel like it's coming.
Oh, there's someone coming. Yes, please come. Okay, so let me select it for you. Good. I'm coming. Let me bring it down for you, okay? Good. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. Do you see what she just did here? Okay, she just dragged it more than the circle that we have here, but that's not what we want. She has tried. She did very well. She did very well, and there will be another one that I will explain it to you, and you know how to do it with that. Okay, for you to drag it down. Okay, but that's not what we want right now. So we are going to stick to what we're doing. So I'm going to use this. Okay, that's good. So who wants to help us? Oh, I didn't give you your cone. Where is she? Please come for it. Okay, who wants to help us? Those at the back, they've not been here. Yes, you. Yes. I have so. Okay. This is it. Thank you very much. Perfect. Thank you very much. Come for this. And that cone. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so I think he has changed it for us. He made some changes to it. Can you all see? It's no more in the middle. That's because of how he went about it. Okay. So I'm going to go back. Sorry. Oh. Okay. That's perfect. Good. So I want to drag the height of the name down. Okay, it's too long. I just want to bring it down a bit. Okay, please come and help us. Okay, so let me bring it down for you so that you can do it. Good. Okay. Wait, hold on. Okay, so just click on the green. Good. That's good. Thank you very much. Please clap for her. She's the one who had the correct.
So I hope you're all noticing what is going on here.
Thank you very much.
One thing we realize is before you can be able to drag it, you have to select it, right?
Yeah.
Else you end up dragging the whole platform. Okay. After some time, I'll call someone to tell me what other thing they noticed.
Okay.
So pay attention.
Okay, so she did it very well, but it's still too long. So we're going to use the same method that she used. She's very correct. The only one who had it correct. So I'm going to drag it. Good. And select IIPGH and just bring it down. Okay. So still very. This is perfect. This is okay, right? That is fine. You don't. Oh, you don't like this one. Oh. So, okay, so how do you want it?
Do you want a log out shutter?
You bring it down. Is it okay now?
I think the majority is yes, so you go with the yes.
Okay, so listen. The reason why I'm not making it as flat as this is because I want the name to be on top of it. Okay, I want to be able to touch the name when I touch my my key holder, whatever that I'll be using this for. Okay. So that is why I have left it like that. Okay. You realize that it's a bit longer than the circle there, right? Can you see? It's a bit higher. So that's how I want it. So that when I point it here, this is how it's going to look. Okay. So now right now we are done. But I want to use it as a key holder. Okay. You know key holders have those holes inside. Who has a key here? What's a key with a key holder? No one. Okay. You have some with your mom. Don't worry. Okay. So you realize that with a key and then with a key holder, there's always a hole inside with a ring. Those that metal round thing there like a ring, right? So we're going to create a hole inside this to be able to use it as a key holder. Okay. So the hole we're going to create will be a circular hole. Let's try that. This is a circular hole. Okay. So someone should help me do that. I need to drag this cylinder here. Okay. Please come and help us, okay? Oh, who hasn't been? There's someone who has been. Okay, so we are done. We are almost done, okay? Just drag. Can you reach? Wait, relax. Yes. Drag it down. You don't have to press it too hard. Yes. Just go. Just drag it. Go. Yes. Perfect. Please clap for him. Please come. You're welcome. Okay. So I'm just going to create a hole here with this. Okay. I'll do it myself. Don't worry. Okay. So I'm going to use the magnet so that I can position it in the middle. Okay. So I don't really want it to be in the middle, so let's just put it here. Okay, so that's perfect. Okay. But I realize that it's too big, so I'm going to reduce it a bit. Okay, just something small. Okay. Can you see now? Yes, but we have to cut it. So you remember someone came and then the person dragged the IIPGH down. I don't know whether you remember that. Someone dragged it down sort of up. Yes. So we're going to do that here. That technique is going to be useful here. Okay, so when you select it, they're going to drag it down here. Let's drag it down to create a hole that we want. Okay, this is it. It's perfect. Okay, so you're going to cut it.
Do you see the hole that has been created? The cylinder is going through the canvas that we have. Do you see that?
Can you see? Yes, so we are going to cut this. We are going to use the cutter to cut it. Okay. The scissors. Thank you very much. The scissors. Okay. Okay. So you have to select the cylinder from there. And then you choose the scissors from here. Okay. Can you see it here? Good. So when I select it, see what happens. You realize that it's gone, right? So let's check what happens. See. There's a hole. Good. There is a hole.
So what the scissors,
I thought someone was asking a question. Yes, please.
Yes, the scissors cut the cylinder that wasn't inside the canvas. So it cut the top part of it and the down part of it so that it can be able to create the hole. Did you all see that?
Okay, so yes, please go ahead.
Can you please repeat your question?
I'm saying that when you are done design, when you are printing it, will it all be printed the same color or there will be different colors?
Okay. So, thank you for your question. Yeah, it's a very smart question.
Someone wants to answer the question.
Oh, okay.
Well, no. It will be printed as other colors because the plastic is the color of the plastic is what will make it the color.
Okay.
Okay.
Please clap for her. Please clap for her. Yes. You want to answer the question? Okay, please wait. Please go ahead. When she's done. The color of the plastic. Okay. You have a question?
So, Auntie, please, in the process of the printmaking, does it use ink?
Okay, so we'll get back to that. We'll get back to that question. You come and answer that printing aspect of it. Okay. Okay, so, yeah. No. Okay, you've answered this question.
Not too much question. There have been 2 questions here.
You've answered this question, okay. Hello.
No.
Yes. I think you want to answer a question, right? Okay.
The color of the plastic will determine the color of the toy that it makes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Someone wants to ask a question.
Would the 3D printer print the letters?
Okay.
If the 3D printer prints the letters, what form does it use? Does it use ink or the same plastic?
Okay.
Use ink or the same color as the
a lot of questions.
folder.
That's very good.
Our final question.
Please, I'm answering her.
Okay.
Please ask your question, okay? You want to ask a question, right? You want to what? Answer. Please, let's take the questions, okay? So that we know we've covered all the questions.
If you print the letters will show as you've printed it.
Okay.
So you see the letters in the paper.
Perfect. Thank you very much. You've done very well. Please clap for him. You want to ask a question? You want to ask a question? Okay.
Can a 3D printer print everything at once?
Okay. So there's a question here, okay? There is a question here.
Is it that the cylinder has, like you have removed it and then there's a hole there?
Okay, so with yours, okay, I used the scissors. I said kata and then someone corrected me and said it's scissors. So I used the scissors for that, okay? Yes, that's what I did.
So let me try and see if I can get a practical example here. So the cylinder that we used, just imagine that it's like hot, and then you put it through a plastic, it melts it through, right? And after putting it through, you remove it, or you cut out the top and the down part and remove what is fixed inside to get your hole. Do you understand it now? Okay. So that's the process that went on here.
Okay. So she's coming to you, okay? She's coming to listen to your question, but while she does that, I want to continue, okay? So,
asked.
Yes.
So one person asked if you see it the same way that you've designed it here. Yes. That's how you have to take care of. You have to take care when designing it. And you remember I said something. If you arrange your letters in a crooked manner, you get it out printed in a crooked manner. So you make sure that you do the design well because it's the same way that it comes out. And this one doesn't use ink. Okay, as some people said, we use plastic. They are called filaments. So the color of the filament or the plastic, that will determine the color of our toys. And when we start printing, you see what we are talking about. Okay. Okay, so all questions should be noted down, and then when we are done, we ask all of them at once.
And all the questions about the 3D printer, he's going to handle that. Okay, so don't worry about that. Just relax. Okay, let's finish this.
So don't forget
then
your
we'll move
question.
on to the
if
printing.
you think you forget, write it down. Okay.
Okay, so let's finish with this, and then we move on to the printing. Okay, so all your questions will be answered. Relax. So the next thing we have to do is to group them. You realize that IIPGH is on its own, okay? And the circle is also on its own. Please pay attention. The circle is also on its own. So we are going to group it, just like we did with the letter. We're going to group the IIPGH and the circle to become one entity, okay? So just like we did, we're going to select this hand here, okay? We're going to drag it over. Make sure it has selected the IIPGH. Make sure it is touching it, okay? So you realize that it's grouped now. Okay, it's highlighted now. So we're going to group it here. This icon. Good. So I've selected it, so it's going to group it for me now. Okay. Yes, it's red. But can you see that the IIPGH is standing out? Can you see it? I can see it from here. Can you see it? Yes. So that is why we left it like that. That's why we didn't make it leveled with a circle. Okay. Please, I'm coming, okay? So we are going to change the colors now. You can actually choose any color that you want. Okay. But I'm going to choose, let me see. Someone should give me their favorite color from here.
I think
we are going to try all the colors. We are going to try all the colors, okay? Don't worry, we'll try all the colors. Okay, so I'm going to start with this. Okay. Oh, I'm going to start with this. Relax, please. Please relax, okay? I can hear you. Okay, so since no one wants this, I want this. So let's stick to this. Okay, so since no one wants this, I want this one. I want green. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so this is what we've done so far, and we are going to go ahead to use the printer to print it for us. Okay. Okay, so please, do you have any question? Okay. Yes, you can change the color. I just changed the color from. Pardon?
I think the question is, can you make the letter a different color from the canvas? Or that's not your question?
No, I think it's just a question.
Okay.
Please, hello, the lady with the pink nose mask. I thought she raised her hand. Did you want to ask a question? Okay. Any other question here? We will come to the printing later. Any other question here?
Looking on the screen, will be called here to do what you've just done. So look on the screen.
Okay, please go ahead. That is a very smart question. Thank you very much. Okay. So you realize that I grouped it. I don't know whether you saw that. Did you see that I grouped it? So because I've grouped it, it has now become one entity. Okay, now it's one thing, one item. So you can't just choose IIPGH and choose to change just IIPGH from what I've done. But if you want that, you can just change the color of IIPGH and print that separately. Did you get it? The printing, you will come to that, but you can print that the IIPGH separately if you want to, with a different color. Then when you are done, you can use glue to attach it or however way you want to go about it. Okay, but right now, because it's one entity, whatever color I choose, that is what the name also come in. Okay. Okay, so it's because it's grouped now. Okay, so if you want to do what she was saying, you can just ungroup it and then just change and print the IIPGH separately. Then you can change the color for IIPGH separately. You can make it black and white or whatever that you want. Okay. Okay. Please ask your question. Okay. Thank you
Please
very much
repeat
for your question.
Your question again.
Please, you colored the object and you said that the color is based on the filament. So is it really needed for us to color the object on Tinkertoys?
Okay, so I like your question. Okay, so with the colors, okay, the reason why I tried checking the colors is because I wanted to see how it will look after I print it out here. Okay, but you can choose to use a different color when you are printing it out. So whichever way that you want, I want to see how it will look with this particular color that I chose. Okay, please, with your questions, it's time, so we have to hold on. But you can see
But
us
please
later.
note down your questions,
Yes,
okay?
just
We'll
note it
try
down
and
and
answer
then we'll
all of
answer
them in
everything
your
for you.
individual classes.
Yes, please note every. It's time. Okay, I'm so sorry. So.
Who hasn't been to the screen? Hey, that's a lie.
Okay, so he's going to. Hello. So he's going to just go ahead and just give us a brief summary of how the printer works. Okay. So please pay attention.
Yes. Okay, so hello guys. My name is Samuel, and I'm going to try and answer some of your questions. I'm going to try, okay? Okay, so hold on. So whilst Deborah and Barbara were trying to teach you how to design this object, the object was also printing right here. How many of you saw it printing? Okay, so you are going to come in groups and then come and observe if what you guys designed is what's printed. I heard some of you were asking if the letters will be able to print. Some of you are concerned about the colors, how it will look. So when you come and see it. So with the guys in the front row, so you're going to go row by row, okay? So the guys in the front row, you can come and then take a look, and then you can go back, and then the next row will come. So with the questions, okay.
You press the undo button. When the 3D printer is printing, will it do a different thing?
Okay.
The undo button is clicked?
All right. So the 3D printer prints when it gets the final image, okay? So what you saw is not exactly what was printing, okay? We had already designed what you are seeing here, and then we got a copy of it on a pen drive, okay? Then we connected it to the 3D printer, all right? And then the 3D printer was able to print it. Do you understand? Okay. So it's not like whilst you are directly designing, the 3D printer will also be automatically printing directly over here, okay? So you have to finish your design, export it from Tinkertoys, okay? Then there's a process called slicing. You do that, and then you get it on the pen drive, then you put it over here, and then we'll print it for you. So what we want to teach you guys is how to design 3D objects, okay? So at home, you can go online on Tinkertoys, do your beautiful designs, okay?
The watermelon and stuff.
Anytime you want, you can just come over to the hub and then see any of us. You can see me or Mr. Opuni or Barbara or anybody, and then say, oh, I have a beautiful design. Please, can you print it for me? Okay? Then we'll export it for you, and then we'll have it printed for you. So
I'm sure in our next meeting, we'll show you how to do the slicing and exporting and printing.
So when you go home, everybody should try out a new design, okay? So that the next time when you come here, we'll print it out for you, all right? Hello, yes, your question. So the first row is done. You guys can have your seats. The next row can come.
If the
Yeah, sit
IIPJH
down.
has been printed,
Okay.
well, let's use the
Second row, please wait. Come.
extras, the exact.
So we'll be looking at it. Yes, your question.
If the IIPJH has been printed, will I use the exact same filament from the key holder?
Okay.
If it has been, it's using the same filament. So you guys should take a look. So these materials that are used for the printing are known as filaments, okay? And you can see that filaments are connected to each 3D printer. So the first one has an orange filament. Can you all see? Okay. And then the next one has a green filament. Can you see that? Okay. And then the other one has like a mauve color. I think this girl. Okay. So it means that whatever design that you create, okay, you guys can have a seat now. Then, hello, have a seat. All right, so the second row can come. All right, so whatever design that you connect to the printer, okay, once you are making a print, the color is determined by the filament connected to the 3D printer. But it doesn't mean that if you are trying to print something with different colors, you cannot do that, okay? So to be able to do that, you can design, if you want to have an object with different colors, okay, you can design it in parts, okay? The parts that you want to have different colors. You can design it in those parts and then have connectors, okay, as part of the object. So when you are printing, you connect the different filaments that you want, the colors, okay? So when it gets printed, then you can connect them together. Then you have an object with different colors. Okay.
So please, how much does a 3D printer cost?
How much does a 3D printer cost? I think you'd have to make this inquiry from the executive director of IIPGH to give you the cost of a 3D printer. Okay, but I think, okay, you guys, well done. Thank you very much. You can have a seat. Hello, you can have your seat now. All right. The third row, you guys can come. Okay. Yes.
"3D printers, do they vary in size?"
Yes, they do. They do. So there are 3D printers that are much bigger than this, okay? And they can print out much bigger objects than these. All right.
Can a 3D printer, can it be bigger than this one and be faster?
Yes, that's what I said. So there are other 3D printers that are bigger, okay, than these. And then, like you said, faster, okay?
And 3D printers print.
I forgot your question. Can they print what? Okay, so we'll give you some time to remember.
Please, if 3D printers create me, for example, a toy, can you go and sell it and you buy it?
Can you go and
Sell it. And they'll
sell it? Yeah, you can. Okay, so you can, you guys are business minded, okay. So you can, yes, design your toys and then you 3D print them and then you can start a market, okay?
Is it hot while it's printing.
Come again.
Is the 3D printer hot whilst it's printing?
Yes. So the way the 3D printer works is that it has to melt the filament, okay? And it does that at a very, very high temperature, okay? So you see the point that the filament comes out, it's called a nozzle, okay? And it can heat up to a temperature of over 200 degrees, okay? So you guys know the boiling point of hot water, right? What is it? Aha. So you can imagine how hot 200 degrees is. Okay, so if it touches you, it's going to burn you. So when you come around the 3D printer, you have to take time, okay? Because it is very hot at the nozzle. So avoid touching it. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. You guys can have a seat. Hello, bye-bye. All right, you guys can have your seats. Yes, another question.
So briefly, please pay attention here. There are some few students. Hello, papaya. Okay, so there are a few students. I'm going to be a bit biased here, not intentionally, but because they are my students, they are the ones I have their projects. So we are going to show some Scratch projects of some of the students. I have, I think, Scratch 3 projects of Gijom, Papayao, Joel. There are a few who have been in my classes. I think Gerald too. So you're just going to briefly show you. So you come around and just, after this one, you just briefly pass us through how you went about that. Is that clear? So when they are ready, I'll call you to come on board and then you show it to us on the smart board. Is that clear? All right.
All right. Okay, a question.
So, sir, just as you said that the 3D printers melt at 200 degrees, so, sir, does that mean that it can be highly combustible?
No, so it is, like I said, the point at which it melts the filament, okay, it's called a nozzle, okay, and it's made with a metal that can contain that heat, okay. That will not cause any inflammation or anything over here, all right. So it is very safe. It's just going to melt the filament and then apply it over the platform and then create the modules.
Did you say the one that can is making it that can melt? Can it melt?
Yes, it melts the filament. You see that the filament is very hard. Okay. Have you seen it? So before it can bend it, okay, it has to melt it so that it will become soft. Okay, then it will make it into another shape. Do you understand?
Yes.
Very good. Okay, let's pick the guy at the back. Okay, so the last row, have you been here? You guys should come. Oh.
Why does it start with the line before it starts printing?
The line.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's taking like a measurement. Okay, so before it's a machine. All right, so it has to calibrate the space that it is going to make the module on. Okay, so it's like a test. So before it will start printing, it has to test whether the filament is flowing well before it will begin the main module. Okay, so the first line that you see there is like a test. Okay.
when it is printing, it does the same side over and over again. Why?
It does the same side over and over again. So the way it prints is, it prints in layers, okay? So from bottom to the top, okay? So maybe at the point that you saw it printing over and over again, it has to print the nozzle, like the layer, like a bit high, all right? So then it goes over and over again to get that height. So every round that you see is of a height of, I think, 0.02 millimeters, okay? So if you have to print something of, let's say, 1 millimeter, it has to go over and over to get up to that height. Do you understand? Huh. Very good. Yes, your question.
So maybe you want to create a dollhouse. Can it be the size of an actual dollhouse when you are printing it on
A dog.
dollhouse?
Dollhouse. Okay, so you see the height of this. Okay, so this is the maximum height, and then this is the maximum width. That is, it will be able to print. Okay, I think this is about 20 centimeters tall. Okay, so anything bigger than this, it will not be able to print. So I don't know how big your dollhouse is going to be. Okay, so
When you print it, can it be medium sized and also can it be a big doll?
yes, so like I said, it can only print, it has a limit, okay, and the limit is within the height and then the width of the 3D printer, as you can see, okay? But I said something earlier. You can print your modules in badges, okay, and then connect them later on. So if you want to print like a long module, okay, you can print them in parts and then print connectors as well. And then you can connect them together. Do you understand? Great.
What brand of 3D printers is this?
So this one is Prusa, the Prusa 3D printer. Okay.
What is the biggest 3D printer?
I have not done that research to know what the biggest 3D printer is, but I think there are 3D printers that can print houses. Yes. There's a 3D printer that can print a big house. Okay? And they are making other 3D printers that can build bigger things. Okay? So this is a very small one that you can use to print our toys and other stuff. Have you guys seen this object? What is it? Who knows what it's called? It's a tweezer. Yes. So this is one of the tools that we use in making our 3D printers. We designed this and then we printed it. All right. And then even on the 3D printer, right? You see the orange parts on the 3D printer. They were also 3D printed. Okay? The plastic parts of the 3D printer were 3D printed. Yes.
When you use a 3D printer to make a house, will it be still plastic?
So, thank you very much for your question. So, it depends on the material that is being used to 3D print the house. Okay, so for this 3D printer, we are using plastic, but other materials can also be used. Materials like metal, okay, or cement or anything. The fact that you can just apply it with a nozzle, okay, and then use it to create the object that you want is what is important. But you can use any material, Okay? And then for this, we are using plastic material. So it doesn't mean that all 3D printers use plastic material. Okay? Very good question. All right. So you guys gave out very, very interesting questions. Oh, you want to? Okay, last question. We'll be summing up. That will be the last question.
Is it possible to print one thing with two colors?
Yes. Yes. So to do that, you have to print it in parts. Okay? So you use the orange filament, and then when you are done, you can change the filament and then print the other part, and then you connect it together. Do you understand? That's the only way you can print an object with different colors. So thank you very much. I hope you guys are excited to see some of your friends' projects in Scratch. Are you excited?
I'm very
Yes.
excited. So you should be.
All
Sorry.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are wrapping up now. We're wrapping up now. We are all getting tired. Food is ready. So, hey, who wants to eat? Yeah. Okay, good. So I want to give out this. So I'm going to ask a question. Are you ready? Are you ready? Somebody should tell me what you have learned today. It will be one lady and one gentleman. Somebody should tell me what you have learned today. Okay. Ladies first. You know that, right? Ladies first, right? So the lady that is quiet, I'll give the microphone to that lady. The one that is quiet. The lady that is quiet, I'll give the microphone to that lady. I'm going to close my eyes and just pick one person. Are you ready? Are you ready? Hey, no, this one is moving up and down, so you are disqualified. I'm going to one lady, and it falls on you.
I've learned how to design something and print it on a 3D printer. I've learned how to design something on Tinkertoys so it can be printed on the 3D printer. And I've also learned how to create games on Coded.
Clap for him. This is your award. Come for award. Come for award. Take it. So now it's a turn of a boy. Turn of a boy. Shall we toss? I have this, the LPGH is a turn of a boy. I want to see the boy. Teachers, tell me which boy answered most questions in the class today, so I give the microphone to him. Now, you are disqualified. You are not seated well. You are disqualified. If you talk, you are disqualified. Okay, let me give it to somebody who has been very quiet. Very, very quiet. Tell me.
I've learned that you can use multiple filaments for 3D printing. I've also learned how to make a game using Coded.
You want to come back to the hub again?
Yes.
All right. It's a good try. Good. Have this. Okay, I have a bonus. The bonus one. No. I've given you one already. The bonus. Who want to speak for the bonus? Who want to speak for the bonus? Who want to speak for the bonus? Okay.
I have learned how to use Tinkertoys to design digital things. I've learned how to use coded to create games and animations. I've also learned how the 3D printer works and how, when it prints, how it looks like.
All right, clap for him. All right, this is the last one. Thank you. Okay, so the next time you come to the hub, everybody will get something to take home. We'll be printing and be printing and be printing, okay? Now, are we ready? Are we ready for the last demo? Are you ready, Mr. Opuni? Are you ready? Not yet. Okay. Do we still have something we are giving out? Okay. Please have a seat. Please have a seat. Please have a seat. All right. All right. Hey, Apioko. Have a seat. Sit down. Sit down. Good. Yes. We want to tell something. Want to say something?
I've learned how the 3D printers work, and I've also learned the features of the 3D printer.
Wow. Give him a hand of applause. Yes, yes, yes. What's your name?
Napieli. Napieli.
Okay. You got something already. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Yes, tell me.
I learned how 3D printers work.
Wow, how? So you all love 3D printers, right? Okay, okay, okay. Any other person want to tell me something? Right. So we have a game there, but if it's not going to work, then we're going to wrap up soon. We're going to wrap up soon. All right. Students, parents, guardians, our colleagues connected online. Let me remove my mask for a moment. I want to use this opportunity to thank you for coming to this Student Activity Day. We are really, really excited. It's been a very, very engaging class of 2 hours or 2.5 hours. And I'm looking forward to the opportunity of having you all back again here so we can learn something new. So this is part of our program. Regularly, at least once a month, we'll get students into the hub to learn new things. So if you are online and you are not here today, don't worry. You get opportunity to also come to the hub to experience some of these new things, the 3D printers, the smart boards, or the laptops, all the things that we are learning. So we look forward to having you all back here. To the students here, I believe you have learned something new, and you are going back, and when you are online, your tutors will also take you through a lot. And then you get opportunity again to come back, and the time you are back here, all these things will not be new any longer, right? You would have learned them already online, and when you come, you already have your projects to be printed. That is the way we'll go about it. I want to thank everybody for coming. We have lunch for you. You just take your lunch and you go home. So you take your time. I'm going to check whether it is arranged. So you go out one by one. We take our lunch, and then we go. If you take your lunch and you are not going home, go outside to the other side, okay? If you take your lunch and you're not going home, go to the other side, right? So that there will be some order. So we are all not going to rush out. We are going to go in groups so that we take our lunch. It's a packed lunch. Don't go yet. Please sit down. Sit down. Please sit down. Please sit down. Please sit down. We are not yet ready. Please sit down. So we'll go. Yeah. All right. Okay. So there's a bonus demonstration by a student that we're going to do here. It's in Scratch. So we'll give him all the attention. He will tell us how the game is and how it is played, and then we can all experience it. Next time when you are coming, prepare all your projects because you all get opportunity to use a smart board to showcase your project. Okay? Right, right. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, so as we prepare, let me just check on the food. Okay, hold on. Let me check on the food. Are we ready? Okay. Okay. If you bring it down, how do you play the game? If you take it up, how do you press it? Okay. Let's see. You should try. Let's see. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. It's okay. All right, Papa, tell us about the game and how you're going to play it.
Okay. Okay, this is a Space Invaders game. So you use the arrow keys to move the rocket ship around, and you use the space bar to shoot. There are instructions which will tell you how to use it. So
You need to take your time. So hold on. So take your time and just. So I'll be shooting for you. You just move. Okay. So which code were you writing to? Oh.
Some people have connected internet.
So let's start. So I'll do the shooting. Okay. No, so you are not present. Okay, so I'll do the shooting. That's good. So all right. So basically, this was like a shooting game. This was like a shooting game, and there is this ship, and then you just be shooting the invaders who are coming. I getting it. So that was a Scratch 3 project, a Scratch Model 3 project that Papaya did. That was a Scratch Model 3 project that Papaya did. So I'm sure with time, we will all be able to showcase one of our projects. We'll come around and test it and see how it looks like. Is that clear? Please, is that clear? All right, so that's all for now. Papaya. Yeah. Okay, so now the arrows have come.
Okay. So it's time now.
So I think this is also Jijom's work. So you are supposed to. Okay. So Jijom, try playing it and let's see. Please give the space so Jijom can try.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.